Hello guys, Alberto here. Today episode will be about making a deer lick mix. Um, so it's pretty simple. Mainly things that you may have at home already or not, just go get it from the store. And everything, it shouldn't cost you no more than $5 to $10, maybe less. Okay, and the ingredients, just all-purpose flour. You may have it at home, which I do. Many people do. Molasses. You can get it from any store, grocery store. Salt. This time we're just gonna do a 1 gallon container. You can do 2, 3, 4 gallons. Just multiply the recipe that we have today for 1 gallon. 1 cup. Funnel. You can use one from home, but since mine is just too little, you need a big opening funnel, so you can use your car funnel for if you change the oil yourself. If not, just get one from the store. They're like a couple of dollars. You can mix sugar if you have some. If not, you can buy it at the store. Again, it's about $5 to $10, or you can just use sugar. It works the same. So, okay. We'll start, and I already put some water to kind of speed up the video, but let's get some warm water and fill it up like halfway. That way the ingredients fit in there. So we get half of the container of the salt. I would say a little less than a cup of salt, and the deer lick mix, it's good because it brings your deer more often to your food plot or the area where you'll be hunting, or that you wanted to create a good environment, like a home for them. So they're very attracted to the minerals. You can also have a salt block. It's pretty much salty. It's not like this. It has salt and sugar. So you can combine both, or I find it very useful to have the deer lick mix and or the salt block. I use the deer lick mix in a vine. When you're in the woods, you see these vines going around the trees. Gatsu, those the vines are different kinds of vines. They're usually like about an inch and a half diameter, and just cut one that is 6 feet, which is my height, and then use parachute cord or any type of cord that is going to last a while, and go and climb a tree and just hang it from there. I recommend a 6 foot because it'll swing and it will look like just a vine versus a little vine and then the core. So you want to look at more as more natural. The vine, since those are or fawns are smaller, so you don't want to put it too high. For the mature deer, they're about this high with the horns, so they can lick it. So, but not the fawns or the does. So I would say 3 feet, 1, 2, 3 feet, about this much on your like your waist, and that would be perfect. So the whole family can get to lick it, and you're just gonna pour this on the whole vine and let it soak. You can do it a couple of times, 3 times, and that will do it. Also, when you pour this, make sure the liquid gets close to where you'll be hunting. You don't want to have, or your foot plot, you don't want to have it too far away, because the deer is going to come to that zone. They'll scratch down and they'll leak on the vine, so you wanted to have them together. All right, so we're going to get our cup of salt, and all this is just going to take tops I don't know, 5-10 minutes. I know I had to explain a little bit for what I'm using this. So I use the deer cane sugar mix, but like I said, you can use regular sugar. So we'll get a couple of these too. Try to use warm water because we're gonna add the flour. So you don't wanna have crumbs or big pieces of flour. So when you have it warm, the flour dissolves better. So, and these will be quite concentrated. So mix. So that will be good for your vine and on the floor that you'll be doing. Don't fill it out with water, but it'll be really, really thick and really good. So there you go. You can get, if you have children or nephews, nieces, they can help you out. They'll feel included, and they'll be asking, what are you doing, Daddy? So you can explain them, but it's a good time to spend with your family if you want to include them. So, okay, this right here, we'll put 2 cups of flour to make it thick. But for the salt and the sugar, 1 cup is enough. On your funnel, you want to probably have a funnel that has a big opening and that fits in your container, because it'll make it hard to pass it through. I'm going to speed up the video. I'm going to pause the video and add the other cup. So I have 2 cups, and then I'm going to, when I'm ready for the molasses, I'll show you, that way you don't have to wait for me. Okay. Alright guys, so I'm done with my 2nd cup of flour, and so we're gonna do 1 cup of molasses. You can buy a big container, you get more. Same thing for sugar, flour, except for the salt. But there you go. So I'm just gonna add hot water on what is left over. You can use your fork or spoon to stir it, so you get everything out of the cup, so you don't waste it. Unless you're planning to put it in toasted bread and eat it, and that's good too. Alright, so look like all the molasses are coming, they're getting loose, and the liquid is going through the hot water, and it doesn't take too long. Just kind of shake it up a little bit. So as you see, shake it up. So you need a little bit of space before you add the rest of the water, so there is a space to shake it. You see, I got the hot water, so the flour, it's dissolving. So try to use hot water is better, so you don't get the plums, the big thick round pieces of flour. So it's mixing really good. I put it's very important that you put the hot water, maybe a third of the container. So when the flour is getting the molasses, the salt, the sugar, they're all stirring as they fall. If you put only dry, all the elements dry, they'll get stuck on the bottom, and it's hard to stir them. So As you see, there's just the molasses, but I'll shake it and it moves, so nothing got stuck on the bottom. So give it a good shaking session, and I would say maybe 20 seconds. It's been 10 seconds and it looks like it's done, but we'll mix it 20 seconds. And there you go. So it's 20 seconds now and it's all mixed, ready to go. Nothing got stuck on the bottom. You can pour the rest of the hot water, and that way you have your full gallon, and it's more that you can use on the ground spot that you're gonna put the leek mix, and also for your vine, and it's gonna thicken up, so this helps adhere to the vine and stay on the floor longer. Look like a container is full, and our mix is ready. There you go. If you leave it for a while, it's probably the sediment is gonna go on the bottom. So I suggest when you get to your site, shake it up again. Make sure everything gets stirred out, and you can just get your vine and pour it and let it fall. That way you get the leek mix on the ground too, and it gets into the vine. So just put it all over the vine and on your spot. These, since it's a gallon, it could do 2 spots within the area that you're gonna hunt. So gallon for a couple of spots, unless you want to really concentrate it, do the whole thing. And you can just put your rock around and near to your food plots. So there you go, guys. And I already tried it. It worked pretty good. So I have it on my site. I'll show you next time in another video when I'm walking around the property, and so I can show you guys the vine stick and where I have the spot where I put the leek mix. And alright, hopefully this is of any use to you guys. And like I said, it was fairly inexpensive, less than $10, maybe less if you have most of the ingredients at home. So I did have all the ingredients at home, so for me I had a container too. It was free, but you know, not everybody will have all the containers. So again, one more time, when you get to your site, since this is gonna get down, make sure you shake it, make sure everything gets mixed before you pour it. Hope you like the videos, guys. If you do, give me the thumbs up. I'll continue to show you good stuff. And thank you for watching. I appreciate you all tuning into my ARQ Beats channel. And if you're new to my channel, you can subscribe, ring the bell so you continue to receive my latest videos. And I appreciate it. Y'all have a good day, guys. Till next time, Alberto here.